Hello, welcome to Daily News from AlShayr TV. Public meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom. The house of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom hosted another round of the public meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. In these meetings, the Grand Jurist meets various groups of seminarians, clerics, religious scholars, activists, and the public groups of people. Discussions on Islamic jurisprudence and beliefs are also part of these meetings. Sayyid Hussain Shirzi makes a speech to members of religious Mawakib from Iraq. Hundreds of managers and members of the Mawakib from the capital city of Iraq visited the house of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom to listen to a speech by Sayyid Hussain Shirzi, the son of the Grand Jurist. These believers renewed their pledge of loyalty to the Grand Ayatollah during their visit to the Grand Jurist's house on last Friday, 26th of November 2021. Several Iraqi personalities visit AlShayr TV headquarters. Nasir al-Shamhani, the director of the AlShayr TV, hosted some Iraqi cultural and religious figures, including Sayyid Muhammad Saleh Ghazwini and Sheikh Ali al-Isami, director of the Anwar al-Jawadain Institute. Following this meeting, Sayyid Ali Talghani, a famous public speaker in Iraq, also met with the director of the AlShayr TV. Al-Mostaqbal Center holds conference on climate change in Holy Karbala, Iraq. The Al-Mostaqbal Center for Strategic Studies, affiliated to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, hosted a conference to address the topic of international cooperation in dealing with the consequences of climate change. This conference was attended by a number of directors of research centers and legal, academic, and media personalities, as well as members of the press at the headquarters of the Annaba Cultural Media Institute. Dr. Hussein Tahir, a university professor and a researcher at the Al-Mostaqbal Center for Strategic Studies, said at this meeting, "It seems that not all countries are serious about adhering to the provisions of the Paris Agreement, because in their view, this treaty is in conflict with their sovereignty and national interests. Developing countries believe that some issues have priority than reducing emissions, such as the fight against poverty and the need for development in all areas, while developed countries believe that their adherence to the provisions of the Paris Agreement restricts their industrial activities. On the other hand, the agreement does not include punitive penalties for those who violate these provisions. Under these conditions and existing tensions, the issue of climate change will continue to be a subject to conflicts, and if we do not make a serious commitment and reduce greenhouse gas emissions, we will face many threatening risks." AhlulBayt Center holds weekly ceremonies in Madagascar. AhlulBayt Islamic Center, affiliated with the office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Mahajanga city of Madagascar, continues to hold series of weekly ceremonies. The latest session of these ceremonies was held on last Thursday, November 25th, during which some young activists and followers of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them, mourned the anniversary of the martyrdom of Lady Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her.